Yes, sir. Let's get it. Let's get it. We live. We live. We live. Let's get it. We live. We live. We live. Is we live over here? Are we live over here? We are. All right, TikTok. Let's go. We live everywhere. We live everywhere. Let's get it. We live everywhere, baby. Let's go. All right, man. Let's jump into it. Let's jump into it. Let's jump into it. I told you I was coming on at 4 today. I had a whole bunch of calls, man. Whole bunch of calls. So we'll go to a 5-ish. We'll go to a 5-ish. NA, what's up? NA, what's up? What's up? All right, let's go, man. I'm Lewis. I'm the owner of King Credit Services, #1 rated credit management company in San Diego, top rated in California. We are also nationwide. So if you need a free consultation now or anytime in the future, just shoot me a DM. All right, let me share this screen. All right, let's jump into it, man. Let's jump into it. Let's jump into it. Again, I'm Lewis. I'm the owner of King Credit Services, #1 rated credit management company in San Diego, top rated in California. We are also nationwide. If you need a free consultation now or anytime in the future, just go ahead and shoot me a DM right there, or you can hit that link in my bio or hit that lead form. 1,000 ways to sign up, y'all. But I go live usually 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Pacific time. Come on here just like this, answering people's credit questions, personal credit, business. We talk about a whole bunch of stuff, man. We talk about a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, everybody gets their time. You can drop your question in the chat. All right, drop your question on in the chat. And if you need any more information, you can watch the first pinned video on my TikTok page. All right, watch that first pinned video on my TikTok page. All right, let's jump into it, man. Let's jump into it. Let's jump into it. NA, what's up? NA, what's going on? What's going on? Angel, appreciate the follow over there on TikTok. Dion, what's up, man? This is a good question right here. Coming in hot. Let's go. When establishing an LLC for business credit, how should you start establishing it? I literally broke this down on Wednesday, bro. So I think people don't do enough due diligence and research in the beginning, right? So first things first, trademark search, right? 1, 2, and 3 I'm about to go over. Those are interchangeable, but trademark search, all right? Search the name that you're looking for. You always want to have at least 5 names, right? 5 names that you're looking for. Go to what is it? USPTO, right? The trademark site. You can just type in trademark search in Google. Type all the names in. All right. If any of them pop up, don't use that name. Okay. I'm literally going through some stuff right now. All right. These are all client results, bro. But keep commenting. Keep commenting. You're gonna boost the live some more. Thank you. Trademark search. All right. Make sure it's free. Next, name search. Okay. With your Secretary of State, whichever state that's trying to open up your business. Now that it's free, reserve the name. All right. Reserve the name. Boom. Now we're ready to go. Then you can go to Secretary of State, file what you want to file. You can use Busy. You can use Busy. There's a whole bunch of other sites that file this stuff for you, but that's what you want to do first. The first couple steps, people just choose a name and go, right? What if you choose a name, okay? You start making some good money on 2-3 years later, right? There's a trademark on that name already, or a trademark in that name and in that service that you're doing, right? Because there's different types of trademarks, right? Now you're getting sued. Okay, you don't want that. All right, trademark search, make sure it's available. Secretary of State, name search, reserve the name, then file. Right, really easy to do. I dropped those steps all in the group too. If y'all want that, just DM the word group or hit the link in the bio. It says join group. Is this a joke? Another bot? Let me see. Hold on, y'all. 4 followers, 54 following. Yeah, that's another bot. All right, that's another bot. So I'm gonna go ahead and ignore him. I'm gonna ignore him. All right, that's another bot. Mary J, appreciate the follow. Reese Caprice, appreciate the follow. All right, but then yeah, after you do all those steps, filing, you got to choose your entity you want. The most common LLC. It's really easy after that. Really easy. All right. Then you can go into the, you know, what type of industry you want, the name, right? You don't want your name to have anything high risk in it, right? Don't be like me, right? Don't be like me. Okay. I'm still going through stuff, right? We make pretty good money. Um, File our taxes, everything's all good to go. Our Nexus code is pretty much for consulting, but our name has credit in it. So I still run into issues, right? So don't be like me. You want to choose something super generic, XYZ consulting, XYZ services, something like that, right? And then that Nexus code that you choose, what was it? 541611 and 541614, something like that. We went over this stuff on Wednesday. But all this stuff is in the group. The LLC quick start guide is in the group. All right. Would you rather have a money return card or flying points? Whoa. Everett Green, hold on. Would you rather have a money return card or flying points on purchase? So cash back or points? Ooh, where I'm at right now, I'll probably do the points. Right. But if you want to maximize the cash back, you can go that route. I'm gonna do the points now because you can transfer points here and there, get 3 points back on ads, 4 point back on ads, right? So it just depends. If you're a regular consumer, I would probably do the cash back, but if you're in a business, I would do the rewards, right? So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Dion, what's up, bro? Already have my LLC established. How do I establish business credit? Business credit is going to be all based off your personal credit, bro. All based off your personal credit. If somebody telling you different, they capping. All right. Once you fix your personal credit, all doors open up. Okay. The bank don't care about your net 30s. They don't care about that. They don't care about your paydex score. They don't care about none of those. Okay. They care about if your business is structured correctly. Okay. And your personal credit and revenue later down the road too. But you can go into a bank with a brand new LLC with a good personal credit and get easy money on. Easy money on. We hope people do that all day, every day. All right. But it's your personal credit. So we can't hide from our personal credit, you guys. If you're not leveraging your personal credit, I don't know what you're doing with it. All right. That's the name of the game, man. Fix your personal credit. Everything else is good. Okay. Let's go. Good questions, man. Keep them coming. How do you sign up? Shoot me a DM or hit that link in my bio, bro. Angel, what's up? My Experian is 730, but my Equifax is 773. All right. Those are two different companies reporting your credit, Angel. Two different companies. All right. So your scores are always going to be different because you usually have a different amount of accounts reporting to each credit reporting agency, right? So you might have 15 on Experian, 10 on Equifax, 5 on TransUnion. Hopefully it's not that different, but for this example, you know what I'm talking about. So if you have, a different amount of accounts reporting to each one, of course the scores are going to be different, right? Those accounts, those credit cards have different statement dates and reporting at different dates. You're paying some off here, you're paying some off there, right? There's a lot of things going on in that 30-day cycle. All right. So that's a good question. How do you sign up? Again, shoot me a DM. Right? You can DM me right there or hit that lead form in my bio. You guys, these are all client results, man. Let's go. I'll show before and afters, client results. I hate when mine goes done for no reason. Oh, down for no reason? There's always a reason. Always a reason. All right? Always a reason why your score drops. Even if it's a point, right? There's always a reason. We applied for something. A new account got added to our profile. We spent some money last month. It was 8% utilization. This month it's 26%. That little change, right? That's not that little, but that change right there, right? It's going to increase our utilization, which is going to drop our score. It is what it is. It's all numbers, right? And once we take our feelings, emotions out of it, learn how to play the game, this shit gets easy. Gets super easy. All right. You can't be blaming Experian or blaming FICO or bro, they don't care. They don't care at all. They do not care at all. They don't care that you lost your job and, during COVID and you got late payments. They don't care about that. They don't care. Right. So once we take our feelings out of it, then we can start to move forward. We can start to work. The thing about credit is we can always bounce back. All right. But if you're still focused on, oh man, I had a late payment in 2022. Like, come on, bro. We gotta Experian don't care about that. They don't give a damn. All right. Is that your credit score? No, everything I show is client results, bro. Everything I show. What app is this? This is just Credit Karma. Sometimes clients screenshot stuff in, send it in. You know, it is what it is. We don't use Credit Karma as a company, but if you're still using Credit Karma, it's free. That's on you. But just know, right? If it says Vantage score, if it don't say FICO score, that's not the ones that's not the score lenders are using. All right. So you don't shame people for using Credit Karma, using Identity IQ, using Smart Credit. Don't shame them. It is what it is, right? But you just have to know the difference. You can't take your Vantage score into a lender that's looking at one of your FICO scores. All right. And this notion that Credit Karma is inaccurate, Identity IQ is inaccurate. No, it's perfectly accurate for that credit score. It's a Vantage score. It tells you what it is. All right. You can't convince it. You can't change it. You can't make them take that score. That's not how this shit works. All right. That's how they're able to give you this stuff for free. Okay. So if you're using one of these free apps, right, use it for the accounts and activity. Okay. There is nowhere on the planet that's going to give you all of your FICO scores for free. There's not one on the planet. If there is, shoot me a DM and I'll debunk you. All right. Ain't nobody giving you all your FICO scores for free. Not gonna happen. All right. Not gonna happen. He said, what? Oh, watch the first pin video on my page, bro. You watch the first pin video on my page. Let's go. Which one is more accurate? You need them all, right? You need them all. It's not really about accuracy, bro. It's about which score or scoring model the lender is using. All right. So they're probably going to check your FICO scores. All right, cool. Which FICO score? Right? Depending on what industry you're in, what lender you're talking to, they're going to use a different one. So we can be a little bit proactive. We can just call them and say, hey, what scoring model y'all use? We're using FICO 9 today. I mean, we're using FICO 9 now. Okay, cool. You go get your FICO 9. Okay, I got a 780. Okay, cool. Then you can go in there and get approved for what you're going to get approved for. You know what I'm saying? We got to stop getting frustrated or emotional about because this actually happened to me, right? This was the last straw that broke the camel's back why I got into credit. All right. I had a 620 on Credit Karma. I went to get a car. They said I had a 480. I said, you're insane. No. I said, no. I'm way. No, you're insane. And then they continued to laugh, laughed in my face, went to the finance department. They laughed too. So it is what it is. All right. How can I boost my score fast? Just your score. Look, I'm gonna tell you how. All right. But I just want you to know, just because you increase your score does not increase your approval odds. All right. Because if your score is low because of negatives, charge-offs, collections, late payments, and stuff, you can add an authorized user. You can pay your balances down. It don't matter. You're still gonna get denied because of those negatives. All right. But if your report is clean, you ain't got no negatives on there. It's just about adding some positive accounts, paying utilization down, maybe adding an authorized user or two for age. Really easy to do that. All right. If you guys need easy accounts, watch the second pin video on my TikTok page. Follow the steps. It's all free. And if you want to learn how to do all this stuff yourself, like DIY, DM me the word group. Are you flexing a 693? Client results, bro. Hey, what I say earlier? Remember I said earlier? Hold on, let me pin this. Remember I said in the earlier live, I go live twice a day. It's always, the haters are always somebody with no profile pic, or it's going to be a cat or a dog as a profile pic. You ever notice that? With 2 followers and they're following 1,000 people just so they can go hate. That's crazy. That's weird. Come on, man. We got to do better than that, bro. What do you think about collections? Collections are collection, right? We force a violation and we sue. That's it, right? We don't really send validation letters anymore because the collection agencies, debt collectors, they don't have to send you that much information to validate the debt, right? I know y'all sent a 609 letter or validation letter before. You sent it over and they sent you some statements. That's it. That's all they got to send you. Then what? Okay. Most people don't know what to do after that. They don't know what to do after they verify an account. They don't know what to do after, they send a stall tactic or something like that. So That's where we come in, right? That's where we come in. And y'all lucky, okay? I keep stuff on the hush, okay? Other companies be sending clients over to us so we can sue for them now. All right, so I I keep it on the under though. I keep it on the hush. All right, let's go. Discover app score is real. Which one I use? CreditWise now. CreditWise now. If it doesn't say FICO 8, FICO something, then it's a real score. You know, it's just not the ones lenders use. All right, so it don't matter what they're using. If it don't say FICO something, lenders aren't looking at that one. All right, so hope that answers your question. Zaytoven, what's up, bro? Thanks for the follow. I'm using for long. It's so good. What the fuck? What? Hey, get your freaky ass off my chat. Oh, freakazoid. Jesus Christ. 815 across the board. Let's go. I like that. What about student loans? What about them? What about them? If they're open and they got late payments, we attack the late payments. If they're closed, dismissed, discharged, deferred, we attack the whole account. All right. DJ Timbo Beats. I'm emotional. Parent messed up my credit and now I'm paying for it. So don't get exactly. Don't get emotional. Don't get emotional. If your parents actually did that, that's a form of identity theft. That's what the FTC, identitytheft.gov and stuff is for. When you do the police report, you don't got to say who did it. You don't got to throw your parents under the bus, but you got to get that stuff off your report. Okay. I've went through something like this too. Okay. I'm the third, right? So, but at one point, at one time, I was living in the same house as my dad, right? Okay. So some of his stuff got imported onto my stuff on my report, right? So I had to deal with that type of stuff. That wasn't really identity theft. It just got reported on there. Same name, same address, right? But the parent stuff, man, ftc.gov, that's what it's for. Get to work. If you need assistance, shoot me a DM. All right. I'm getting to everybody's questions, y'all. Keep the questions coming, man. Y'all see me answering everybody's questions. All right, let's go. Do you clean up credit? Yes, we do, Alexis. DM me the word king or hit the link in the bio or hit that lead form in the bio. Schedule that free consultation. During the call, we go over your credit. All right. Let you know how we can help, break down everything for you, and we help you make the best decision for you. All right. That's why our calls are consultation calls. They're not sales calls. We don't need to sell you on nothing. All right. We don't need to sell you. What we need to sell you on? Your credit's already bad. You're calling us for a reason. Right. So we're there to lay out everything, answer your questions, make you feel good. Okay. Then we present whatever plan that we'll suggest a plan for you. You choose whichever one you want. Then we get started same day. This stuff should be easy. It should be frictionless. You shouldn't have to do a sales call, consultation, onboarding. Right? That's crazy. All right. When you schedule a call with us, first text you get, welcome, congrats. Second text, you're getting your credit report. You get your credit report, you send us over the login. This is all happening the day before too, right? You get your login, okay? Send it over to us. We log in. You don't get a hard inquiry for checking your own credit, all right? We log in, get your report. We get our notes together, right? Then the call tomorrow or whenever you scheduled it, we got our notes and stuff ready to go, okay? We've already qualified you when you schedule your call. You answer a couple questions for you. So we already know what's going on, okay? We already know. We're not talking about the price of tea in China. I don't care about I don't care about the Lakers and the Celtics. I don't care about what's going on in the NFL. We don't care about that. All right. We there to get you right. 10 minutes, you in and out. Okay. 10 minutes, 10, 15 at the max. All right. Then we on to the next person. That's how it should be. All right. And depending on what plan you get, all right, that gold, that's the most popular. You get, the unlimited disputes. We dispute and sue for you. So you don't have to pay no filing fees, no attorney fees, or nothing like that. We do all that shit for you. Okay. You get your own client portal, right? The platinum plan, you get your own account manager. We call the credit reporting agencies for you for some of this stuff too. So yeah, man. However y'all want to do it, let's go. Watch that first pin video on my page. Applying for credit card and opening it will lower my score. Yeah, John. Anytime you add, so look at. First off, when you apply for it, right, you're gonna get an inquiry. That's a couple points. If you get approved, when it reports on your credit, your score is going to drop because your average credit age drops. You know what I'm saying? So don't get upset about it. It's just numbers. That's all it is. Okay. Simple addition and division. You know, that happens to everybody. Is what it is. All right. As you make on time payments, your score will continue to increase over time. All right. Let's go. Damn, I'm way down here. My bad, y'all. I'm way up here. Apple Card. Hey, Jalissa, chill. Hey, you know what? Hey, I'm gonna have to block you. I'm gonna block your ass. Hey, I can't say nothing, man. That's crazy. Apple Pay, a good credit card. Apple Card, I got the Apple Card. Apple Card was kind of my first, 10K at that time was a large limit for me. Still, I guess it is, right? That was my first one. Let's go. 20 with a 745. I'm doing well. Hell yeah. If you got a credit score at 18 to 20, 18 to 21, you're doing good. You got a couple open accounts. You're making on-time payments. You're already on your way. All right. If you guys need easy accounts, all right, watch the second pin video on my page. If you want some more hands-on training and all that stuff, DM me the word group. Let's go. He said, you still live? Nah, I got off. Hey, I'm weak. Dakota, what's up? How do you bounce back after a bankruptcy? First, all right, once that bankruptcy is dismissed or discharged, we can attack it. All right. You can be adding easy accounts too. So that's why I keep saying, watch that second pin video on my page. It shows you how to do that. So the first page has the accounts. The second page has the steps and stuff. There's even a section for bankruptcies in there. All right, go check that out. Vantage, he said vintage is different than FICO. Vantage, yes. Vantage scores, yes, are different than FICO scores, yes. They're calculated differently, that's it. David, 760, good shit. Hellcat, is FICO accurate? I mean, it's about whichever lenders look at FICO scores. So it's not about accuracy, it's about what they're looking at. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, once people realize, how your definitions and words and terms matter, right? So it's not about accurate, it's just about what the lenders are using, right? If today Chase said, hey, everybody, we're using Vantage 3.0 scores now, Chase, then Credit Karma would be accurate, right? So it doesn't matter. It's not about accuracy. It's about whichever score that lender is using. All right. And then we have to find out which scoring model that lender is using. So on the FICO scores, right, there's different scoring models. All right. So do these credit companies actually work? Yes. You better check us out, bro. He said, do they work? I wouldn't be in business anymore if we didn't. We wouldn't be in business anymore. All right, let's go. We still cooking. Let's go. Where we at? Where we at? Nothing over here. Nothing over there. 728 is solid. How do I handle a car repo? Different ways to do it, man. The easiest way, get your report, find something wrong with it, aka an inaccuracy on that account. We dispute. Then depends on how the credit reporting agencies respond. If they don't respond in time, if they send a stall tactic, or if they say verified, right? We ask them, how'd you guys verify it? That's just a method of verification. After that, if they don't delete it, okay, we pretty much suing them after that, right? Long story short, okay, we're stacking up violations to sue. That's the best, quickest, most direct way to do it, you guys. While we're doing that, you can be adding positive accounts and all that good stuff, but suing is the best way to do it. That's why we literally switched our whole model. All right. We switched our whole model. Okay. We were doing it the traditional way, like everybody else, from 2019 to late 2024. All right. We lost some clients. Cool. Right. We lost some followers. Cool. We lost some buzz. We lost some traction. Cool. But now we back up. All right. Because this is the only way. This is the only way. All right. Because even if you get something deleted from your credit report, right? Let's say you get a, okay. Let's say we do it like everybody else. We send a validation letter, right? Midland deletes a $200 collection. Okay, cool. It's off your credit report. 3 months later, you get a summons to court from Midland. You like, wait, I thought that was deleted. I thought it was good. No, just because it's deleted from your credit report don't mean you don't owe that debt anymore. You know what I'm saying? So there's a huge disconnect. So the people that's doing credit sweeps, you guys, credit sweeps is just they're claiming identity theft. That's fraud. I hope y'all know that. All right. Hope y'all know that. Okay. It's just fraud. That's it. Claiming identity theft on accounts that are actually yours is fraud. So that's why the accounts come back. Okay. Sorry to burst your bubble. All right. You done 18 credit sweeps. You could have. Never mind. No what? Let me chill. Let me chill. Laura, how can I do a quick boost for my credit? 730. You asked me this earlier at the earlier live, Laura. Pay your balances down, add authorized user or two. If you just want a score boost. That's it. All right. You can shoot me a DM. We got some AUs for you if you want. I have no credit whatsoever. The best way to start, bro. J Money, watch the second pin video on my page. Get some of those easy accounts, and you off to the races after that. It's easy. Building your profile is easy. Jake, what's up? I got an account that says it was late for 1 month a year ago with $0 past due. Huh. Well, you know how we do. We got to get that. Let's find something wrong with it. Let's get to it. Let's go. Let's get to it. That sound like easy money to me. Sound like easy money, on. All right, let's go. Appreciate it, bro. Got you. No FTC ports now do shut down. Yeah. How you flexing that score, Peyton? Let me see. You know what? I'm gonna leave you alone, Peyton. I'm trying to do good. All right. I'm trying to do better, bro. I'm not even gonna get on your head. All right. These are client results. That's what we show before and afters. That's what people want to see. They don't care about nothing else. They want to know what we can do for them. So that's why I put that on the screen. I went through someone before and never fixed anything. Yeah, Alexis, that's usually what happens. They send 1,000 dispute letters and they don't know what to do after that. Common. All right, it's common. Will my credit ever go up with student loans? Yeah, student loans are just an installment account. You're paying, it's like a mortgage, auto loan, installment account, right? Put it on auto pay. Okay. Yeah, your score can still go up with student loans. Profile over score. Facts. He's what I do, man. What if my credit is in the 500s? Perfect. Our average score, right? It usually is between a 500 and a 580, right? Somewhere in there. Okay. Our average range, right? 500 to 580. So come on over. Perfect. James Wing, what's up? How should I ask a credit card company to be reported when I pay off collection? It's 2 years old. So unfortunately, James, paying a collection is not going to do nothing for you. You can do a pay for delete though. You can do a pay for delete. So I still got to make that video. I'm sorry for the girl I was supposed to make that video for. My bad. I just remembered it. Shit. I'm gonna do a video after this. All right, I'm gonna post it on my page right after the live, bro. Pay for delete that you guys can screenshot and use. All right. Because that's the only way to do it. If you just pay a collection, it's gonna say paid collection, settled. Right, it's still gonna be on your report. You still have to go on there and get it off. So if you're gonna pay a collection, do a pay for delete. Right, do a pay for delete. Okay, and when we're doing pay for deletes, we don't just accept the made up balance that they giving us. All right, let's say it's 500. All right, we're going to say, all right, we always start at 10% of the debt, the alleged debt. Okay, so 500, we're going to say, all right, I got 50 for you. If they accept it, great. Okay, if they negotiate, they say, no, we need 150. Cool, pay that shit, is deleted. If they don't respond, give it 30 days. We're going to send another one certified mail, then they'll answer after that. All right, let's go. How do I sign up? Shoot me a DM or hit that lead form in my bio. Let's go. Bro, mid-ass scores. Dylan. All right. Yeah, he a little kid. Dylan, you got lucky. You're a little kid. I'm going to leave you alone. All right, I'm going to leave you alone. I got 652, 12K in balances. Is that good? I mean, yeah, once you pay that utilization down, your scores shoot through the roof. So keep working, P. Keep working. How do I bounce back after my bid let me? Hey, I'm weak. If it wasn't a divorce, bro, hit the gym. Hey, get your swole on. Get your mentals right. You'll be back. Stack your bread. Gym, podcast, books. All right. Stack your bread up. You'll be back. You know what I'm saying? Once you do all that, you're going to attract what you want. You heard? 500. How do I fix it? Antoinette already answered that for you. All right. Already answered that. You can schedule a call or you can do this stuff yourself. DM me the word group if you want to do it yourself. DM me the word king if you want us to do it. All right. Just saying the 500, that does nothing for me. I don't know what's on your report. Okay. How to handle, already answer that. Just Q&A. Just Q&A. How do you improve your score quickly? I've answered that already. You can pay your balances down on your open cards and add an authorized user or two. If y'all need that stuff, the AUs, hit the link in my bio, scroll down, it says authorized users. I have a 730, just got my first Amex. Ooh, Big Luke. Hey, man, I got a 4.2 and a 4.1 in credit card debt. I have a monthly pay of 700, truck payment monthly. Okay. Don? Don, I'm still way up here, y'all. You didn't finish what you were saying. The union is run by TransUnion people. Yeah, like Navy Fed. Yeah. Some of their products pulled by TransUnion too, but you don't want to just be trying to target. You just want to get your profile lit across the board, and it don't matter who they pull from. You know what I mean? That's how I would do it. I wouldn't try to target. Credit Karma is not accurate. Cozy, what you mean by that? So I can debunk you. 570, shoot me a DM, let's work. Two options, y'all. Fix it yourself. I'll teach y'all how to do that for the low. All right. Or schedule a call, free consultation. Let us look at your credit report, explain everything to you, break it down smooth so you understand it, and then we can get started. Let's go. It's easier than ever to have a good credit. Facts. David, my credit's 740 and I'm 20. Am I good? Yep. Keep working. I need that. Shoot me a DM or hit the lead form in my bio. Let's go. Collections don't help credit. Brent. Who said that? Who said they did, Brent? Don't do that, bro. Stop. Santi, King Credit with a 715. No, these are client results, bro. People want to see before and afters. Let's go. Why does my credit go down? Because I'm paying down my loans. That's not true. When you pay the loan off and that account closes, yeah, and your score would drop because the account closes, right? You lose all the benefits of it, right? The age and all that, payment history and stuff. But yeah, so your score is dropping because of something else. It's probably because of your cards, probably because of utilization. Let's go. Youngest person you've seen with an 800. I've seen a couple super young people, like 2021 with 840s, right? But they were an authorized user on their parents' and their grandparents' card. So, bro, they had like, it was 18 with 25 years of age. Like, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, that's the hack, man. And even if you think you don't have anybody around you, all right, that has decent credit, you'll be surprised. It's usually the older folks, right? Usually the older folks. Ask grandma and grandpa them if you lucky still have them. Ask uncle them, auntie them. All right. Hey, bro, I'm trying to work on my credit, man. I got me a new credit card right here. I got me a little Kovo, a little installment account. My score a little 680. I need some age. Can you help me out? I got you. I add you on there. Or he gonna say no, but so and so can. Right? Speak. Okay, let's use our words. What method do you have for late payments? No method, bro. If it's late payments on closed accounts, we dispute the whole account. It's a lot easier. Find something wrong with it, then we get going. For open accounts, you have to find something wrong with the account, right? We went over this on Tuesdays. With Credit Tip Tuesday, we went over this. But so, example, let's say you had 3 late payments or something, right? In 2020 or 2022, right? 3 late payments consecutive. It says 30, 30, 30. That's wrong. It should say 30, 60, 90. Something like that. That's what we need. Balance off or something. A billing error, meaning you paid before that 30th day, right? But they still reported it late. That's something we can work with. Okay. So we have to find something wrong with it if it's on an open account. If it's 100% accurate, then we got to goodwill them to death. There's only so much you can do if they're reporting 100% accurate. We can only go by the FCRA, y'all. That's it. We're not going above some extra. We're not doing. We have our rules that we have to stay within. Okay. If someone promising you and guaranteeing you results, they capping. All right. They capping. All right. If they say fix your credit in 3 days, they capping. Okay. They say credit sweep, capping. Identity theft, capping. Run the other way. All right. My score is 760. I have filed 2 years ago bankruptcy. Okay. So yeah, now that the bankruptcy is probably dismissed or discharged, we can attack it. That's work. Shoot me a DM. Okay. If you want the bankruptcy stuff too, that's also in the group. All right. I'm redoing all the digital products, the bankruptcy guide, the late payment, the repo guide. So for people that's not in the group, y'all just want to purchase that stuff, I'm gonna have that for you probably next week. But I had to revamp everything, restructure some stuff. The FTC down due to the shutdown. Any other way for identity theft? You can just, say claim identity theft through a letter and send that in to credit reporting agencies too. I mean, yeah, yeah, you can do it that way too. You can still get the police report. All right. Why did TransUnion sweep my report on credit wise and now it's showing a 759 as if I'm new to credit? Why did TransUnion sweep my report? I have no idea. That might be a reporting error, right? It might update in a week or two or something, but you can hit them up and ask them. Call them, right? Call them. Credit went down when I paid loans down. Why? That's not true. When you pay a loan off, your score will drop. Oh, Credit Karma lowered 25 points, and it said that change was 7 things. The 7 things were balanced. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, your balance on your credit cards, on your revolving accounts, maybe, but that doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Right? It doesn't. Okay. Why would paying down a balance on an installment account drop your score? That doesn't make any sense. Right? You see the logic behind that? That don't make any sense. Right? So if it says balance, it's probably talking about your balances on your credit cards, right? Or your revolving accounts, right? Your balance went up on your revolving accounts. All right. CK is Vantage scores, not FICO scores, so they would be higher. Not true. That's also not true. It depends on who it is, right? Some people's FICO 8 scores are higher than Advantage 3.0 scores. Mine personally are like 5 points apart. All right. It just depends, bro. It depends. That's why we never just want to put a blanket explanation for everybody. All right, because everybody's a little bit different. These are also client results right here. All right, also client results. Let's go. We still live, baby. We still live. DM me, shoot me a DM. Let's work. Let's work. Let's work. Oh shit, we only open for 10 more minutes. Ooh. Let's go. Let's go. All right, y'all. We'll shoot. Well, shoot, man. Not too many more questions. Y'all know what to do. I go live twice a day during the week, 9 and 3 p.m. Pacific time. That is 12 and 6 Eastern. What is that? 11 and 5 Central. Okay. But yeah, man, y'all know where I'm at. You guys can always shoot me a DM. Me or somebody from the team and reach out, respond to that question that you have. I got thousands of videos on here, thousands of videos on YouTube, right? Whatever topic you want to learn, I got something for you. If you want the hands-on training, DM me the word group. If you want us to do all the work for you, DM me the word king. You guys can also hit the link in my bio. It has everything in there too. That's not the average client situation. What are you talking about? What do you what are you talking about? Those high scores? Yeah. This is a client results before and after, right? This is after we got the services. Yeah. People don't come in if he had this when he came in, he wouldn't need us. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yes, sir. Oh, he said our consultation. Yes, consoles. We don't charge you for consultations. Yet. That may be changing here soon. All right. That may be changing here soon because people are taking advantage of the free consultations, right? There's no consequences, all right, for no shows. So we're going to have to change that here soon. Have to change that here soon because when you book a call and you don't show up, no communication or anything, you just took the opportunity of someone else getting help, right? So it's selfish, okay? And you just wasting time. I hate wasting time. All right. I hate wasting time. All right. But that's it, man. Happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday. If y'all need more assistance, comment on one of my videos, shoot me a DM. Everything else is in my the link in my bio. All right. I'll holla at y'all, man. Y'all have a good day. Y'all be safe out there. Okay. Peace.